according to the Muslim history, Muhammad got revelation from God through Gabriel, and he then created the book of Quran, which wasn't in the form of book until 30, 40 years later, 50 years maybe. But in that book, when I read it, and I read with an open mind, and I see that Allah is constantly threatening, constantly saying stuff that no human would like. So, and also throughout the entire Quran, you see there is punishment for kafirs. Kafirs are, you know, are the mean people, whatever.
So there are these things, and you could notice the patterns too. And I noticed these same patterns in the initial composition of the first surahs in the Quran, where he just keeps threatening upon threats. And it's like 80% of the first 50 verses revealed were just, you're going to burn in hell in this different form. This threatening attitude also is a symptom of psychosis that develops in epilepsy, and they become verbally violent, and people don't like getting challenged on their delusions. So their immediate reaction is, hey, show me an angel or a sign from God. You don't believe me? Well, you're going to burn in hell, you know? And we see these things in cult leaders as well. The peculiarity of focusing on urine drops falling on clothes leading to torture and grave. Like, what's the big deal? I mean, why the hell is this guy like hearing voices like walking in a graveyard? And out of all the things that could have been torture for the causes, yeah, they just took a piss in the wrong way. Fever is the heat of the hellfire, so abate fever with water. So I don't know what he means here. Like, is like hell like being afflicted upon you with its heat as a punishment or a test?
No, I think he's just telling us like there's more of this to come. Like this is just you're feeling the actual effects of the real hell. So you know that's evidence that there's hell.
Oh, so he's scaring us here.
Mashallah.
I think so. That's just don't quote me on this.
It's like Allah is like a teenage, immature child who gets like really ticked off and triggered, and then like all these threats coming up. Like, come on.
Allah is threatening us with fever. That's what hell is, bros. It's not hell. It's fever.
All right, the Prophet said, Isn't he who raises his head before the Imam afraid that Allah may transform his head into that of a donkey or his figure face into that of a donkey? Okay, this is weird. Like, what?
Yeah, so this is alluding again to the Quran, right? Where people were turned into donkeys and apes, swine, and so this is the same. And I remember he's reading another hadith about looking up to the sky and Allah will snatch away your sight.
Eyes as well,
I never really got that. Like, I don't get the point of that.
Wait,
like,
1 second. It says here, who lifts his head before the Imam. Does that mean during prayer? Like before the Imam is done? Okay.
Yeah, like you're too fast to get up.
And God makes your head like a donkey.
What kind of wisdom?
What is wrong with these people who look towards the sky during the prayer? I don't know. They're meditating, dude. His thought grew stern. Why does he have such an issue with it? Like God is up there. It's like, is he uncomfortable with eye contact? Is what I meant. His thought grew stern while delivering his speech, and he said they should stop looking towards the sky during the prayer. Otherwise, their eyesight would be taken away. Yeah, you were talking about this, like the violence, but like otherwise, I'm gonna come for you. Hell is gonna come for you. Yeah,
this guy doesn't leave like torture and threats out anywhere. Like he's like, you're gonna get tortured in the grave. You take a piss the wrong way. You go to grave. You get tortured. You look up. Your eyes are gone. You look up again.
This is like this is like a parent that doesn't know how to parent his kids. Like I'm gonna you're gonna get this like every little thing. I'm gonna like beat you senseless. Or if you go, someone's gonna kidnap. That some parents.
Yeah. If you eat food before you go into the pool, like you're gonna die. That kind of stuff.
They make up stuff to scare the kids because they don't know how to parent properly. This is just like, you don't know how to be a leader if you're doing this. This is just, but like at some point, wouldn't the companions be like, this doesn't happen? Like, this never happened yet. Like, okay.
Maybe he's just staring at the sun for too long and he's like, I did that once.
Bye.